Hey, what is going on? Right, let the hop into this. All right. Ugh. Ow, my knee. That kind of hurt. Odin's
Emily,
raven, it's a wolf.
What's the matter, Louis? About last night, I'm guessing.
Sadly, no. Even if I'd like to have, alas, there are more pressing matters. I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
It must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay. If Mother's really killed her sister, I'd better find her by myself. They say they spent a lot of time together. They got along well.
Oh, really? Do you think your mother liked Duchess Hillsborough?
Of course she did. After all, she's your sister. Well, we'll find them, Emily. Trust me.
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
Emily,
Just tell her.
there's something else.
Go on, then.
It's about your sister. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening. Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now
No
I know I
problem.
can. It seems that your mother tricked Emma. She apparently asked her to hide an important book, so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
Why would she do that?
I don't know, Louis, but I'll find out. You can count on that.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Thank
What
you,
the hell's
Louis.
going on in the
Very
background?
kind. It means a lot to me. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
That's what we shall see.
We'll speak about it later, somewhere safe.
Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
What the hell's going
You will
on?
pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down.
That guy is
Everyone
such a
seems
hard
to be
ass.
little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest. But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
And what has Mr. Peru done to once again provoke someone's anger?
We don't really know just yet.
I get the feeling it won't be long before it gets out.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds!
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined.
What? Oh, no.
The King of France is dead, gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before.
How dare they?
Oh, dear.
Oh, as if...
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous! Bastard! He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360. You beheaded a king for 1 vote! Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act.
What the hell?
Till this, anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please. Let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
Gentlemen, Duchess, we're all among people of reputable company here. We should be able to manage the conflicts of our nations in a respectful and orderly manner.
I fully agree with you, sir.
But
That's enough, sir.
with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis Maras de Richet.
Are you related to Sarah de Richet?
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left,
All right.
behind that door. I'll see you later.
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you too. Of course.
I heard about your mother's disappearance.
He looks concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
To hear you speak, you seem to know my mother well.
Not really. We met for the first time on this very spot some weeks back. We had a very pleasant discussion. She's an exceptionally learned lady with a good head for business. No need for me to tell you that.
I agree.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
Manipulation?
Absolutely, but I was hoping that you could tell me more about it.
Well, she was planning to sell me a very old book. I will make no secret of the fact that I am passionate about the subject, and when Sarah spoke to me about it, her account literally had me enthralled. I can think of nothing else since... You might have come across some old books in her belongings, perhaps?
These both cost 0. No. This one is higher rank, right? Difficulty 3.
My
Let's try
mother's
that.
got so many old books. I'm afraid I won't be able to.
Oh, it's easy. You can't mistake this one. It's an ancient grimoire, composed of 7 parts. Each one is closed under lock and key. It was made in such a way that if someone tried to tamper with it, the sheets would be permanently tarnished.
Damn.
If you find it, you mustn't tamper with it. You see?
That's unusual.
Unfortunately, that doesn't ring a bell. I'll look again, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. You seem very upset. Is it so important to you?
Really
this
wants this book. Yeah.
Well, it's the search of a lifetime. What can I say? Every time I move closer to it, it seems to slip away at the last minute. I was very surprised to learn that your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchardt in Paris. Do you know him?
Difficulty 3. That cost 4. Don't cost me 0.
Indeed. One of your close friends?
No, not really, but we were close once. Precisely over the case that concerns us now, because he claimed to have the book I'm looking for.
Another dishonest person. What can you say? Can't trust anyone these days, huh?
No, you can't.
I hope I've been able to satisfy your curiosity, Mr. von Volner, and that you succeed in finding what you're looking for.
Oh, and so do I.
And now, what if you told me who you really are working for, instead of keeping up this pretense?
I beg your pardon?
We both know what you're looking for, von Volner. You're the one who von Borchardt was planning to sell it to.
For centuries, all those who have come into contact with the Al-Azif have bitterly regretted it, Monsieur de Richet. You are playing a dangerous game. Please know that I am working for someone who does not appreciate
I made a
anyone
mess.
poking around in his business.
Let me guess.
Has to be
It's Sir Gregory.
Correct. You ought to know then. He is not a man who likes to be duped. You are walking on thin ice, sir.
You better go and check out the painting in Lord Mortimer's study.
Sorry, I made a mess. I'm trying to... clean up a little bit here. All right, I think we're good. All right, ooh.
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
I have a key. Damn.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. Chronicles of the Amber Princess. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
My settings still the same? I don't think that's helping. Napoleon's still here.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
That's true.
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Meaning...
Tell me more.
This gentleman enjoys people talking about him for too many reasons. His undeserved titles, more than 10 in just 4 years, and each one more prestigious than the one before.
You don't think he deserves them?
If I had seen him on the battlefield, there might be some doubt. But that is not the case. The Queen would rather not risk losing him, so she consoles him with awards.
So
and
this dude is
titles.
a badass.
So you don't have a very positive opinion?
His coveting French Catalonia does not encourage me to have one.
I understand your point of view. Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
À plus tard. Is there anything else in this room? Whoa. Where am I at?
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Yeah, this dude has... Like, how rich this guy must be?
Discourse
candy.
on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way... Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Circe.
Why are there butterflies in here? The hell?
Ulysses and Circe at the table. If I were you, Ulysses, I wouldn't drink the wine.
Nah. This guy. Now I know why there are butterflies. I think I've been through this room already.
Circe.
I believe. Oh. Yeah. Oh, wait. That wasn't crazy.
Ah, Louis. Just the man. Good Lord. How did the king come to be executed? I would think that the order would have intervened.
That's a good question. Well, that cost 1. It costs
Your
0.
Eminence, I'm sorry for King Louis, but
Now that
he
I
did
know
everything to
that
put himself
stuff
there.
Louis, how
in
can you say
the
something? Even if France rejects the church, you don't go and behead a person of high status. They always serve our cause better alive than dead. Politically, it's absurd.
I invite you to speak about it with my mother as soon as
that's
she
the stuff in the
reappears.
left corner.
Is there any news?
It's kind of rare.
Well, I hope it won't be long before I find her, Your Eminence.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
I'm sure a man like you is in the circle of trust. Would you know what the conference that Lord Mortimer mentioned is going to be about?
Not really, my son. Well, be it Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory, we are never informed about the theme of the conference before it begins.
Thank you for everything, Your Eminence. I shan't take up any more of your time.
You are welcome, my son. I will be seeing you, Louis.
The hell was that? All right, I guess. Does he have anything to say?
Mr. President, can you tell me a little more about the coming conference?
Of course, Louis. That's why we're here. Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory regularly organize meetings like this to put forward major projects.
What do you mean by major projects?
I'd prefer to let Lord Mortimer explain that to you.
Wonder how long it took Washington to
Let's say
get
he brings
here.
together influential people in order to consider possible actions to undertake to guarantee the future of nations.
Do you know the theme of the conference?
Not in the slightest. None of the guests know the theme before arriving. But you'll see, everything will turn out fine. Don't worry.
Mr. President, what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very...
Hello? That was weird. So I need to go another floor up, right?
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
it's a stupid parrot. What the hell are those?
Look.
Cost one, that cost one.
Dark chocolate beans. Very bitter. They're great.
I'm just gonna take it.
In high society.
What's this?
Nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere.
Wait, why did it...
Might come in handy.
Why did it zoom in on this bird?
A mynah bird.
Can I feed him? Speak to him? About my
Sarah
mama?
Deriche? Waldo, you know Sarah? What? Repeat that, Waldo. Sarah? What about Sarah? Good God, what's been happening here?
What else do we got?
No, what have we got here? Oh, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Aha, I found it. Oh, what on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
Any of this have to do with it? I already did that. Did that.
Now, what have we got here? Well, it looks like a model of a lock. This painting isn't finished. And it looks like Mortimer probably did it. History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Sarbe. Hey, the dates indicate AL, and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again.
Cost 2.
The Crusades
It's 0.
took place not long after the year 1000. Here all the dates say 5,000 and something. I'm guessing this dating system begins 4,000 years before the calendar that we use. Yet, I'm getting the feeling that there's something else, another small detail, but what is it? The famous call of Pope Urban II. 20 years after the capture of Jerusalem from the Arabs by the Turks, Urban II convened the council. He promises a plenary indulgence to Christians who go and get Jerusalem back from the Turks. The result, the Jewish community on the road to Jerusalem found itself persecuted for no reason. 12,000 Jews would perish, not to mention the massacre of Ma'ara, where acts of cannibalism by Frankish crusaders were reported, or even the capture of Jerusalem, where approximately 30,000 were left dead.
It signaled the beginning of centuries of wars of religion. Or how Louis VII, King of France, eager to be pardoned for the death of thousands
Yeah, I
of
can't
innocent
read any
people
of
in the
that.
fire of the Church of Vitry, convinces the Pope to authorize him to lead his own crusade. The result? In Germany, a new outburst of violence against the Jewish community. And a monumental fiasco by poor Louis VII, cuckolded by his wife's uncle.
Cuckolded. Ah.
The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege was going on for 2 years.
I did this already,
Is
right?
it finished? It looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period.
So now I gotta find the code.
Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens.
I don't have year edition or whatever it's
titled
called.
Winter Before the Fall of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Cost
The
zero.
Siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre was a major conflict during the Third Crusade. Richard the Lionheart and Philip Augustus fought to take the town back. It was the Crusaders' first operation to take back the Kingdom of Jerusalem.
Link
I get the
it.
impression I've seen that before. In fact, I've read something on the Crusades before in the study. He clearly loves the subject.
Who's that?
William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5,190. That's a funny date. That date.
That funny date again.
5,000 is something again. I wonder what in the world it means.
5? Yeah, no, thank you.
Well, well. History of the Mortimer lineage. Looks like his ancestors have always sought to improve society and have had an open attitude towards the arts. Oh, the family tree. The first William Alexander Mortimer. He was born in 1131 and distinguished himself during the Third Crusade, during which he rubbed
Looks
shoulders
deep.
with Richard the Lionheart.
Yes, it's interesting
He
as
showed
hell,
outstanding
man.
bravery during
Got
the
to talk to
siege of
George
Saint-Jean
Washington,
d'Acre. He died in 1211
Napoleon,
in the country
Godoy.
of Westford at the age of 80. What longevity. Nice.
I'm trying to figure
Nothing is
out.
mentioned about his wife.
There's a bunch of information and all of this stuff
The direct descendant
that's
of
supposed to
William
give me
Alexander
a
Mortimer
secret
I, born in
code
1195,
to.
where his father
I don't know if it's a
returned from the
door or
only son.
what it's supposed to
More
unlock.
discreet
I don't
than
know.
His father, it states that he was widely traveled. He produced only one descendant, named William Michael Mortimer. He died in 1275.
It's like a movie.
There's no chapter dedicated to his mother.
Okay.
Lord William Alexander Mortimer, lover of
What?
the arts and the
Oh,
sciences.
he's immune
took
to
up politics
science?
at an early age.
What?
After rapidly becoming influential,
Okay.
he decides to retire from public life in order to organize conferences reserved for the elite with the aim of finding answers to world problems. Blah, blah, blah. He's also an only son, and the book doesn't mention any known descendant.
And I'm looking for my mom.
All right. For one,
She
women of the
vanished.
lineage are not mentioned at all. What a cavalier attitude. Right. Let's see. Who else is there?
It cost me 0, so might as well use it.
There have been only male descendants. All of them only sons. Strange. It was uncommon to have only one child in those days, let alone all
I guess they
only
lucked
sons.
out.
How was that possible? It really makes you wonder if all those sons really are official descendants. I'm smelling something shady here.
Huh. But just like snatching people off the street and making them royalty. So I did this already.
William Alexander Mortimer the First, the 12th month of Anno Lucis.
But does it...
5,000.
'Cause sometimes after you look at other stuff, it'll unlock more like dialogue options. But damn, dude, that's 5? That's a lot.
A painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Link to the
I've seen that
reading.
before. In fact, I've read something on the Crusades before in the study. He clearly loves the subject.
So can I look at my notes? Do I have notes? So notice something. That cost 0.
Looks like there's a marker on number 1 on the second roller.
Lower the lever.
Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
What? Huh? Oh, okay, I gotta do it individually. So did he say 1? That costs 3 though. I don't know if I'm about that life. But he said the second roller is just all 1s? Oh, the 5 1 shit. 9. It's a 1, right? No, it's a 9 here.
Damn it. It doesn't work. 5,190. I was pretty sure it was right.
Oh,
I
108.
used the right dating system. Well, I got it wrong. It doesn't matter.
There has to be... It's like not letting me look at my... I don't think any of this helps me. Journal. Sometimes it lets me look at notes. Like, of all the clues
History
I
of the First
had,
Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Salle. Hey,
might not be the right
dates
date.
indicate AL, and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again.
Okay. So 108. It costs 2 points. So 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Wait. Okay. Okay, hang on. And then go back to this book over here. Something about adding 1,000 or something.
Oh, the
let's
family
see.
tree.
I remember him talking about something here.
For one,
Was it the ancestors or was it the descendants?
Attitude. Right. Let's see. Who else is there?
It was
Lord
descendants.
William Alexander Mortimer. Lover of the arts and the sciences, he took up politics at an early age. After rapidly becoming influential, he decides to retire from public life in order to organize conferences reserved for the elite with the aim of finding answers to world problems. Blah, blah, blah.
It doesn't give me any numbers, though.
He's also an only son, and the book doesn't mention any known descendant.
Oh, wait. They talked about in the book under the painting in the middle. Okay, let's check it out. Oh. So, you're talking about the one on the right or the left? This one?
William Alexander Mortimer the First, the 12th month
The
of Andalusis.
5190.
That's a funny date.
Wait a minute. 5,190. And then he talked about a counting system over here.
History
Wait, let
of
me
the
check
First
this out real
Crusades
quick.
By Pierre Amédée de la Salle. Hey, the dates indicate AL, and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar.
4,000 years have been added.
Counting system again.
Let me analyze the dates real quick.
After the year 1000. Here all the dates say 5,000 and something. I'm guessing this dating system begins 4,000 years before the calendar that we use. Yet, I'm getting the feeling that there's something else, another small detail. But what is it?
Whoa. Okay. Something just... So, it's this number over here, right? The 5,
William Alexander Mortimer the First.
minus 4,000.
Andalusis, 5,190.
Right? So 1190. Wait a minute. But wait. It doesn't start at 0 though, right? It always starts at 1. Like it was never like 0 AD. Let me try 1190 first. 9 shit 0. Let's see if that works. And then if not, I'm gonna add 1.
Doesn't work, damn it.
All right, let me add 1 now.
1,190. Isn't the right date when you subtract 4,000? I must have missed a subtlety.
Oh!
Open sesame.
Yay! Got him. So I guess it's the 5,000 and then it was minus the 4,000, but it never starts on 0. So you just add
See
1.
what you've been hiding, Lord Mortimer.
As it hit, okay. So what do we got in this place? So yeah, and John Adams' daughter was here too. You know, was it the vice president of George Washington? Or the second president of the United States? All right. It's a map of
Shows
Africa.
The forces present in Africa. This is unexpected activity in this sector. It looks like there are also many unknowns, even for Mortimer.
This Mortimer guy is hella powerful, though.
Sea voyages being organized towards the American continent. No doubt with slaves. How many men are broken in this trade? Tens of thousands each year, according to what people say.
There's so much shit in here. Okay. Numbers. My printing house has been confiscated. A lot of reading. Hey, it's meant to be. Ooh, is that some jelly? It sure is.
Weakness of the human psyche. By
It's funny. I always catch my parents watching that type of stuff all the time.
An idea into someone by constant
Like
repetition until the mind gives in.
Was it Oak Island or whatever that show's called? I see them watch that all the time.
You only need
which is
one
like
to convince
about
the
like
masses, it's the only one possible.
I think it was the Freemasons treasure that apparently they buried on Oak Island or something. And then they do, was it the hunt for Nazi gold or something? Where apparently a bunch of the gold and stuff that the Nazis accumulated, they brought it with them to South America. I don't know if I want to waste a point on that. I made a mistake early on, and I was just all willy-nilly spending all my little points I had, not knowing that they're a lot harder to accumulate than I thought. In North Carolina.
This is my mother's writing. I've picked up her trail. What is she up to? Obviously,
And it's like how they have actual historical figures in this game. Like talking to George Washington,
Mortimer is a stone sword.
like 5 minutes into the game, I was like, oh, hell yeah.
Looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example.
This kind of reminds me of like,
guessing it's been left
because the council is like
absolutely got to find out where it came
the
from.
most powerful people in the world, and they meet up at this mansion, and it's kind of talk about world politics. And this dude's mother is a pretty high-ranking person in this council, and he got invited by like the head of this whole house in this the group or whatever to come here, and then he finds out his mother's missing. So I'm just kind of trying to put things together. So like I said, there's Napoleon here, Godoy, one of the duchesses from England, President George Washington. The high-ranking general Peru from the
It shows the forces present in Europe.
France.
It's clear that France is surrounded by her enemies. However, a large number has been underlined in bold. 26 million. I know what it is. It's an estimation of my country's population. All our neighbors have far fewer inhabitants.
I'm gonna hold off on that. What is that? I can't hold anymore. People in China. Huailong, Emperor of the Qing Dynasty. Now you got everybody talking to this dude. So that might have been Devil's Thorns full. Yeah, okay. Is that everything I looked at? Wait, no, I didn't do this yet.
It's locked.
Did that. Is this... That's the African one, right? Oh no, it's Asia.
Fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
It's a map of Asia. This one I haven't done yet. Does that say the Caesarian Catherine has every intention of supporting the Count of Provence and will recognize him as a region of the Kingdom of France? Wow, they're talking about King Louis disappearing before that actually happened. I literally just found out about that 10 minutes ago, that they voted to execute him. King of Prussia, the invasion plans of the Christine and the Army of the North. I will keep the Austrians out of Belgium. We have King Louis, not to decided dishonorably. Our friend, yeah, see? Monsieur Peru. That's crazy. Like, they're already talking about shit in motion that literally is just breaking news to everybody else.
Preservation using formaldehyde. Just as disgusting as ever.
De Humani Corpus Fabrica.
What's strange about this table?
What does that even mean?
The little surgeon's perfect collection.
See, I don't want to waste any of these points. Like, I don't know what examining the equipment is even going to help me with. See, this one's free, so might as
I
well.
don't recognize the alphabet. I wonder where the pictograms are from. It isn't Egyptian or Hebrew. There are two inscriptions on the sides as well as on the top. No way to know what's underneath. Absolutely no idea what it's for, but I find this cue fascinating. It looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton.
It is interesting. Aliens? Question mark?
Feathers. Pigeon, probably.
Oh, lock. What are my inventions? Drawing inspiration. Mr. Guillotine. I wonder if it's the same guillotine as the execution stuff. Call my invention the Judgment of Faith, because if a snooper is unable to resist opening it, they will be punished.
A skeleton by the name of Gustav, if the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by. Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid. Oh, his right hand is
And
missing.
back then is literally actual people. Admirable of all the Olympians, none other than the king of the gods, of course. Unlike his father Kronos, he learned to make equal use of his strength and wisdom. Was that his hand? Oh wait, no, that's not a hand.
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages.
Homing pigeon. I like that.
An iron mask. I wonder who it's for. Carmelite water will
Ooh,
give
that
me a
jelly?
little reprieve.
Oh, that works too. Striving to increase the pressure on the masses. The decision of the assembly, which consists of voting the civil constitution of the clergy, inflaming the region, the priests, and swear loyalty to the state. Francois Antonacy Charette de la Contrie. I don't know if that's right, but it sounds right. Alright.
Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those.
So his immunity is science. Ooh.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
I have the key? Fuck. I don't know why I just did that. I just wasted 3 freaking points. Thomas Jefferson. Coinage Act has been voted. Your project of founding the very first Bank of America should not be delayed. Will probably be called Union Bank. As for the construction of the White House, it is still die to begin in October. I will accept no delays. You can trust me on this. So this dude is freaking funding the
elements.
Bank of
So,
America.
Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like 3 rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long. Some goat skulls.
Can't believe I can still hear that
now, we all know
bird.
what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. I didn't seem as the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing cheap charms like this sold by charlatans in Pré Saint-Gervais.
Are those tarot cards?
A pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards?
Is that how you pronounce it?
Mortimer?
Whoops.
That would surprise me.
Not worth it. The Sultan of Mysore. In spite of your new rockets? Isn't this like the 1700s? What the hell? I read all this.
Something strange about this table.
I already did this. Did I get methodical? Okay, so that means I discovered everything in here that I could. Wait. Wasn't there? Oh, did I take it earlier? That note with the knife stabbed through it? All right.
Oh shit. How am I gonna get out of here now?
Some thought coins that get this one. Is it not going to be the same number? Wait, these are all in reverse, no? These all look backwards. Second clues in the main
looks like
room.
The same mechanism as the one on the other side.
All right, before I spend any points,
Looks like the same as the one on the other side.
why is everything backwards though? Because it's when you're facing it this way, it's rotating. So can you do like a 180 of like a mirror image? So if I spin it and it's 1191 on the opposite side, what numbers are supposed to face me? Is that how that works? It's the same mechanism and nothing changed about it. So what would be the opposite of... That has to be it. So what would the opposite of like 1 be? Or 0 even? So... five, maybe? So what, 5? But it has to be 405. I'm just trying to think. The 9. Is the 9 just going to be like a 1? A logic sound? So what would be the opposite of 9 though? All right, let me I can maybe spend some juice.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
All right, this one is use a skill point for free. Think about the mechanism as a whole. I get a freebie on this one.
The wheels are the same on both sides. Chances are the combination I used on the other side works on this side too.
That's literally what I just fucking said. Oh my god. Okay. All right, let's see. If a 1 is displayed, me see. So it would be 5 away then, right? It would be 6. Right? Which would make this one... four? So 6.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Unless it's 5, 5, 3, 5. Let's try this one first.
Whoa, whoa. If the grid closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date, I'd better not mess up again. I know I'm on the right track here.
Shit!
Am I sure that the numbers I can see are the right ones?
6, 6. Wait, what was the original number? It was 1191, right? Wait a minute. It's 1191. So I gotta switch the two middle ones, right? Because I'm looking at it reverse. So that means the two middle ones need to switch. That has to be it. Six, well, I could try it. 3, 5. I just think the two middle ones have to be switched. Let me switch those. Because you're not reading it, you're reading it from right to left now because you're standing as a mirror. No, I'm right? Okay. Let's try. Let's do 6. That has to be it. Because you're reading it.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Yeah, so it's 1191. Because it's okay. I'm just gonna try it. Hey. I done did it, boy.
Better not dwell on it then.
Find a way out. Oh, I already did. Hello? Oh. Ooh. Episode 6. I could have met Peru under strange circumstances. So what do I need a buff? I feel like occultism is a main one I need. I got it on sale. I actually don't remember. Maybe 15 bucks or 10 bucks, something like that. It came out a couple of years ago, so it's on sale pretty regularly. I saw an advertisement for it on, I think, Facebook. And I was like, oh, let me check it out. So linguistics. Politics. Man, I don't, that's the hardest part about this. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. 2 there. And then see, all these are pretty, these are all level 2, level 2. Yeah, I don't have any of the erudition. I just don't, it's literally the only one I don't have. That's already at level 1. I'm gonna do it like that. And it plays okay with mouse and keyboard too. I just decided to play with a controller because I hate third-person games on a keyboard and mouse. Let's see. Cultism. Okay. What else do I have? Science, logic, diversion. You see, this, I just don't know, because there's been certain parts in this game where I get to it and shit is, you know, grayed out because I haven't unlocked that ability yet. I'm already pretty high in manipulation. Politics, science, questioning. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with is there anything? So of these, I'm gonna go, there was 2 for your edition, right? Wait, I already, linguistics. Yeah, let's do erudition, diversion, logic, science, and occultism. Let's do that.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. All right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
By now, Machiavelli is always a good
joking,
choice.
I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them.
I feel like this is more
We
important.
must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
Aha. I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants.
Doesn't.
Still, you don't understand.
I guess I'm not being too suspicious.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
I mean, this makes sense, right? What's
I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention.
Excuse me. Pretend to know.
You brought
Yeah,
spears
let's do
as
that.
well, then?
What? Did Mortimer ask you to bring him holy spears too?
Yes, but I thought I was the only
Pretend
one.
that-
How many
Hey.
of them have you brought, then?
18 in all. Any relic even remotely to do with them, in fact.
18 spears? How many of them exist in all?
No one knows.
18?
Especially as there is only one authentic one, of course. That all adds to the mystery, don't you think?
Well, please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion
His
alone.
Eminence. Oh, what the hell? So I can't even go that way at all. Okay. Fine. I go this way. This is the floor with all like the bedrooms and stuff. Do I need to go down? I think so. Well, maybe is this? I have a map, right? Where am I? Portrait gallery, dining hall, library. Now I think I have to go upstairs. Which is this way. What was that? Did I not see something blue pop up? Guess not. I think... No way, because upstairs is where I just came from, right? Alright, and now I'm just running in a giant damn circle. I'm back. Well, actually, no. I go this way. Now where am I? Okay, now I'm in the Great Hall of, Zeus. Origin of the sword. Like, who do I talk to about that? Well, the only person down here is a servant.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
What, ask about the
Could you
sword?
tell me where this sword comes from, please?
Certainly, sir. How did such a sword come into sir's hands?
It's a lead to locate my mother. I'm the one asking questions. I don't know. This one is a higher level. They're both free.
Listen, my good man, I'd gladly stand here discussing matters all day long, but I'm terribly pressed for time. Your petty logistical concerns are of no interest to me. I asked you a question, and I'm still waiting for an answer.
Do please excuse me, sir. If I were sir, I would look in the garden. This sword looks like it's from the garden statues.
And how can I get into the garden?
There are two
What an
ways,
asshole.
sir. The first way to get to the garden is by the hall, between the conference room and the portrait gallery. The second way is directly through the portrait gallery. Sir would just have to go out by the French windows.
Thank you, my good man.
I've already done all these before. Then I asked him for a bunch of drugs, and he was like, I can't give that shit to you. Oh, that's a quick map. Small saloon. So he said through the dining hall, right?
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night.
And he started writing shit down.
Could you tell me where this sword comes from, please?
We should
Certainly,
skip
sir.
this.
How did such a sword come into sir's hands?
Listen, my
I'm in
good
a
man,
hurry.
I'd gladly stand here discussing matters all day long, but
I think he said
I'm
dining
terribly
hall.
pressed for time. Your petty logistical concerns are of no interest to me. I asked you a question, and I'm still waiting for an answer.
Do please excuse me, sir. If I were sir, I would look in the garden. This sword looks like it's from the garden statues.
And how can I get into the garden?
There are two ways, sir. The first way to get to the garden is by the hall, between the conference room and the portrait gallery. The second
Portrait
way
gallery.
is directly through the portrait gallery. Sir would just have to go out by the French windows.
Thank you, my good man.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Stop. All right. Dining hall. Portrait. Away we go. He didn't say dining hall, but it is in between me and. All I know is this is probably one of the most badass dining rooms I've ever seen in my life. Could you imagine just coming out here to eat and you got this fucking shit here? Like, dude's got some money. All right. I just thought that was so badass. You got a nice little dining room here and literally just opens up to a freaking cliff. French windows. Like, I ran by some? Or are you talking about the giant, cliff? I thought he said I can get there through the portrait gallery, no? What? Wait, no, he said... What just dinged? I don't know if I want to talk to Washington. No, he said, portrait... Then... servant, right? Shit. Service stairs? Oh, I remember this room now. I can talk to Washington.
Is everything all right, my young friend?
Wonderful.
Isn't that lovely? Well, see you later.
What? Just like that? Alright, dude. What was that? I heard a ding. Oh, it's that. Windows to the left.
The sword probably came from this garden, but
Hey!
what could it be used for?
Good call. Right behind me?
Ariadne.
In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart. I guide the sword that would kill the monster.
What?
Let's see. What's going to happen if I've got it wrong?
What? Hello? Oh, there's somebody here.
Well, Monsieur de Richet, what brings you here?
Damn.
I tell you what I'm looking for, Monsieur Peru. Will you promise to keep it to yourself?
Hell no. Anybody who gives you a promise like that is an unmitigated liar. Trust no one, Monsieur de Richet, or you'll soon be a dead man. I bid
What?
you good luck. You'll need it.
What the hell? Okay. Sorry. See, etiquette, like I don't have that really unlocked, so at least a high level.
Golden elixir.
I didn't even pick it up because I don't have a... Man, and there's royal jelly here too. That sucks. Because I could have done the etiquette thing and then walked right there and got it. So I don't know if this did anything. Maybe I need to go to these other stupid... He's a friendly guy.
Will give me a little reprieve.
Yeah, he's been an asshole since I got here. Can I just look at all these stupid statues?
Icarus.
So I can't insert anything
Son of
into
Daedalus
that
and
one.
Nocrete. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity.
That one I can do.
There's no crack here.
See, I don't... That's one. That's two.
I am the innocent
All right.
one.
I'll do
Sacrificed for
one,
the
and if I
sins
can
of
do
the fallen.
another one,
Well, let's keep
then
going.
I can grab that jelly I found in the corner and just replenish. Oh my god, I hate mazes. Fuck. There we go.
Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur. Wrongly positioned, I am the blind hero. I wasn't
That
expecting
sucks
an
though,
inscription
because I
like
was
that.
trying to upgrade linguistics too.
Looks like a crack has been made on his torso. As long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters. I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma. Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete. She has no
Zero.
cracks. Deliverance alone suffices not to wash away my humiliation. All right, well, let's continue anyways.
So, is that all of them? Oh.
I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there.
Why are you crying?
What is that?
Sort
Sort
of
of opening mechanism.
I need a hand?
Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
So, the question is... if I got the puzzle wrong, is it gonna, like, prick me? In the other crack? See, that's the thing, like, do I... because he said that this crack here was only, like, 6 to 8 centimeters. All right. I can try it, yeah. I just gotta remember. Ooh. And while I'm over there, I can grab that jelly. That jelly. Is that a dog? What was that? I heard something. What is it? Is it that? No,
Here's
it's
the
right here.
famous Ariana's thread, thanks to which, if I remember rightly, Theseus avoided getting lost in the labyrinth.
The hell? All right, it was over here, right? Oh, hi. But this leads into a wall. All right, let's take it out.
Ariadne.
Did I translate?
Try something else.
Let's pull out the sword. And let's see if it actually... Another brewery night sin. Yeah, I think most are, I would assume, operating in some capacity at this point.
Theseus. Looks like a crack has been made.
It doesn't give me the
torso.
option. Oh my god. Your game? Yeah, I'm down for whatever. Oh, I can. Does it go in though? The origin of the sword. Claw. But here's the thing though. So if I...
Theseus.
do you think it's supposed to do anything?
Let's try something else instead.
Like, am I... I don't know if there's supposed to be like a reaction to... Oh, there's somebody over here. I don't think I got this guy yet. Wait, her string... Chicken, fish... Wait, fish, chicken? haven't checked out that guy yet. I gotta figure out how the hell to get there. And her string leads there, right? Oh no, it doesn't. Let's check out this guy. Who is this?
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth. And if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus. I am the architect of my own demise.
Oh, my knee just popped. Okay, observe the
There's a crack in
crack.
the statue too.
But it didn't go like all the way through though. So who all do we have?
Daedalus. All right.
So I
let's try
have
again. You
I
never
have
know.
a feeling that I'm supposed to stick the sword. There's one over here too. Ah, my God. Controllers, stop. Where does this go exactly? Let me follow this stupid... Damn it. Damn it. Well, who is that?
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur, the famous son of Minos and Pasiphae. I am the cursed child.
Maybe
Statue
it's...
has a crack in it.
There's already other swords.
Right. We'll soon see.
See, I don't know if something is supposed to happen. Who's this? The thing leads here. This is the same guy as earlier, right? You went in the old guy and the old gal, but not Icarus and the other Jeff. The thief.
I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
Who's this? The guy in the fucking corner.
Minos, son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne.
Why is the music like swelling up?
Hey, there's a crack in that statue.
And he noticed a crack by himself. There's no way this is not the guy. Look at the music. It's like...
The crack is in the region of the heart.
Okay. Alright, game. Way to give yourself away.
Asterion.
Like, am I tripping? Like, did the music just get super loud? For this guy?
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better. Minos.
And he's like in the corner?
The crack is in the region of the heart.
How dramatic that was. But still, I got nothing. So I don't think something is supposed to happen right away, right? That's all of them at this point, no? I got that guy. That guy. Well, let's start with where I'm at now. And then just, I guess, try all of them? But he made it sound like... Wait, let me read this.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
All possibilities.
It looks like this slab moves. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a passageway underneath it.
That doesn't help me. Is there anything else? Like, what is this? Key with occult earth symbol. The thing is...
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
So she became... I don't know. None of this means anything to me. So let's just start where the sword is now, and I'm just going to... I kind of want to stab it into the... Let's do that. Let's take the... this is difficult. I mean, should I leave it in this one? Or try it in the monster that already has 2 swords in him? I mean, do I have any... Bible, no. I don't think any of this shit helps me. Alright, let me... Alright, I'm gonna take it out of this guy. Like, why is the mute? I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it in this guy. Because if I go to this guy...
Asterion. Let's go.
Yeah, the music doesn't get all crazy loud or anything. What about this guy?
Theseus.
Yeah, see?
I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
The game basically just gave it away. Why swell the music? But I actually gotta take a piss. I'll be right back. Try all the options on the music guy? I mean, I can, yeah.
Minos. In mythology, King Minos was known as a wise and just king, despite the fact that he deceived Poseidon. As punishment, his country was devastated by the white bull of the sea god, and his wife became passionately in love with it. From their union, Asterion was born, sadly known to us as the Minotaur. The illegitimate child, the child of shame, who had a sorry fate. And to think that Minos ended up as a judge of the underworld. Decidedly, the high and mighty always managed to get away with it.
Sounds like he's the reason of the Minotaur. Wait, why was there a ding over here? I know I heard it. Maybe it was locking onto that, yeah. I'm gonna try it. I don't know what I got to lose. Press. See, I knew that music swelling. Okay. I kind of want to know what would have happened if... The fuck? Maybe it was the wrong? Oh. Oh, he's having a vision?
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get
Yeah,
out.
so... He has these random visions, and they've almost... So far, they've come true.
That's the third time in 3 days. See if you're in there, Mother.
I mean, she is missing a hand now. Ooh.
Amber crystals.
Amber crystal.
Bandages. Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother
Maybe
took
she is
advantage
here.
of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes. There are patches where the blood isn't totally clotted. That's a good sign, right? She changed them recently, which proves she's still looking after herself and still believes in her chances. Well, I'd love to tell her to keep hanging in there. These
I'm gonna
bandages
do
are
it.
pretty basic. Should
Just
be lucky she
because.
doesn't get an infection.
That was a fucking waste. I hate that. Yeah, I finally find a clue about my mother, and I use a freaking whatever they're called points, and it's is that her? It's a servant.
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
The hell?
Don't move!
Wait, I'm not armed.
Damn.
Who are you?
Good God, Mother, what have you...
Tell me who you are!
What? I'm your son? Ah, shit. Conviction. See, I don't know. Game. See, this is where I get lost because I don't know. Because that's the whole point of the game is you don't want to. You don't know what you're gonna run into. See, logic. What is this? Or oddly placed elements? So you get 10 points before level 3. All of these are like that. I want to hold off on that. That's level 2. That's level 2. Edit. Remove all points? Oh. So let's do... See, still not enough because I need 4 points before level 2. I'm just gonna do that, I guess. Let's end up the episode. I guess it's not episode 6 I'm on, or 7. It's episode 2, act 7. I still have episode 3. Those are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything, even to...
But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon.
I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know.
Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with 2 faces.
Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily...
Yeah, so they're twins.
Don't forget
but they've
where you are,
taken the identity of one person. So... Am I just like screwing up because I don't have these unlocked or something?
Don't move.
Wait, I don't...
So you've come at last.
Easy. Let me turn around. Oh my god, Mother, what has happened to you?
Who are you?
What?
Somebody
But, Mother!
Who
beat
are
her
you?
the fuck
It's me,
up.
Louis, your son.
No, you lie. You won't catch me out like that. Louis isn't here. He obeys his mother. He would never have come here.
Mother, I don't know what you've been through, but
What?
lower your arm, please.
You think I was born yesterday, do you? But it won't work.
I'm begging you.
One day you will fall.
Mother!
Why are you here?
Why does it give me a +1? That's dumb.
Remember Al-Azif?
I was sure.
Where's the book, Mother?
So that's what you want. Well, you will never find it. Emily died for that.
What's got into her?
You are evil incarnate. Every word that comes out of your mouth is sharper than a razor blade.
I don't
Well,
wish
fuck
you
that
any
up.
harm. Really, Mother. It's me, Louis.
Don't speak to me about him. You will never get him.
Mother, stop torturing yourself. It really
What the
is
hell?
me, Louis. How can I convince you?
If you really are who you say you are, what was the saying I taught you?
You've been telling it to me since I was 3 years old, Mother. How could I ever forget it? Always keep your mind rational.
So clearly it's this one, right?
And open.
You knew it. You are smart. You're getting me muddled up. Tell me, rather, whose place were we at when I told you I was coming here?
Mother, I really am your son. You can't trick me. We were in Paris. We were investigating an art deal.
His name?
Borchert.
I just
yeah.
told you, you can't trick me. His name was von Borchert.
My God, everything is lost then. I refuse to believe it's really you, Louis. Otherwise,
Well, what the hell?
all this would be for nothing.
Mother, I don't know what happened to you, but don't worry. Everything's going to be fine. I'm here for you, and
No, I ordered you not to come with me.
I received a letter and
Damn.
Lord Mortimer informed me of your disappearance. So I took the...
No! 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 It's not true. It's a nightmare. Don't tell me that. Have you spoken to him?
Oh, shit. She's completely panicked because I spoke to Mortimer. It seems she's afraid of what he might have said to me about her.
Did he speak to you?
Hey, it's free.
Mother, I don't know what you're imagining, but don't worry. Everything will be all right. If you're worried about what I might think about Elizabeth Adams, honestly...
Oh, Louis! Elizabeth is the last of my worries right now. I did what I could for her, but it was too late. Very well. Rational and open, Louis. Since you arrived on the island, has anything
What in the
strange
hell?
happened to you?
Depends on what you mean by strange.
I feel like this is important.
Do you want to tell me about your relationship with Elizabeth Adams?
Louis, I don't know what you found out, but just know that I did everything I could to help her.
I'm sure you did, Mother. I'm not judging you.
You know, what she had to put up with was slowly gnawing away at her. Now shut
So
up
I
and
got
listen
it.
to me. We might still have a chance. Something of utmost importance is going to play out right here.
What are you talking about?
A conference, Louis. I should think all Mortimer's guests have arrived by now, haven't they?
Yes, they have. Since this
Yeah.
morning.
Perfect. The conference will be able to begin. You will attend this conference, and you must find out what Mortimer is up to. Don't trust him, Louis. Understood? Louis,
I'm just
I
gonna-
made a mistake by
She
coming
has a
here.
gun.
We are in the lion's den. Mortimer, Holm, their guests. Watch what happens. Do you think it's normal that the representatives of the most powerful nations are here all on their own without anyone else? On an island in the middle of nowhere in total secrecy?
No, not really, but...
Louis! They shape the world. They manipulate us. Everything is decided here and now. They create and break states, provoke wars, destitute governments, or decide who will be their leaders. Open your eyes!
You gotta tell me twice.
Nothing is impossible for them. They are capable of reaching everyone, wherever they may be. Through high society banquets, they model the future of us all. And it isn't at all an issue for them.
And? What do you propose?
It's time to act, my son. You will go to this conference, and from the inside, you'll do everything you can to prevent Mortimer's plan from going ahead smoothly. We can talk later. I'll explain everything.
But why?
Do as I say, Louis. It's of the utmost importance. Beware of Mortimer. He won't let anything stand in his way.
You promised me that after...
Yes, after. Go now.
Yes, Mother, I'm going.
Damn, son. Where'd you find that?
One more thing,
This.
Mother. Emily Hillsborough, Emma's sister, came to this island looking for her sister. She probably won't hesitate to take revenge and...
Ding, ding.
It's the signal that the conference is starting, Louis. Don't be concerned about the Duchess. She's the last of our worries.
All right, I'm actually gonna step out for 1 second. I'll be right back. Some copyright-free music. All right, we back. Sorry about that, Ricky. All right. The hell was I doing? So, where's the conference? Is it just back where I came from? Or... Wait, that reminds me. Shit. There's something on this. I guess I grabbed it already. I thought there was some stuff I could grab still. Since I used a bunch. Oh, can I go through there? Crap. All right, what is this door? Can I go through it? Check it out. What? Nice.
A Greek drachma. One of the rare ancient coins to be mentioned both in the Bible and in the Quran.
Shit. Royal jelly is full.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
Art. Ooh. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I don't know. I'm gonna do it.
Amber.
Ooh.
Monsieur de Richet, you are expected at the conference. Please take the door to your left to join the guests.
Okay. Wait, my left or your left? There we go.
Respect to any other
Totally wrong, I assure you.
I have suspected it.
Peru doesn't trust me yet. Let's go talk to him.
I don't know if you ever found what you were looking for in the garden, but Mortimer is waiting for you. I suggest you get a move on.
You say it as if you were afraid of him. I sense that you have things you'd like to say, but something's holding you back. What is going on between you two?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost. The siren's song, Monsieur de Richet. You wake up one morning, not knowing where you are, and you think about everything you've done for a man who wasn't even worth it. For a man who has no respect for you, who uses you, and who drops you as soon as he no longer needs you. For me, it's too late now. But you still have a choice. Don't respond to his call, sir.
What is that?
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of water.
Is there not a little mistake somewhere?
Yes, because she asked him at last, and he could not help answering her, but
More
said
amber?
She seemed quite angry at being spoken to.
But it is not sound. You know it is not sound.
Your conjecture is totally wrong, I assure you.
I have suspected it for some time, but now I am convinced.
I have already told her so once, by your desire.
Are you quite sure, sir? Is there not a little mistake somewhere?
Yes, because she asked him at last, and he could not help answering her, but she said he seemed quite angry at being spoken to.
But it is not sound. Oh, no, it is not sound.
Your conjecture is totally wrong, I assure you.
I have suspected it for some time, but now I am convinced.
I have already told her so once, by your desire.
Are you quite sure, sir? Is there not a little mistake somewhere?
Who do I need to... Do I just pick a group? Whoa.
Your plan is a good one.
She's not acting by design, is she?
Not as you represent it.
But with respect to any other...
Damn, they gave me a lot of stuff.
Much has been unfolded.
By all I have ever read, I'm convinced that it is very common indeed.
No, if you are serious about it... Ah, Louis, I've been expecting you. Thank you for joining us. We are about to begin our conference. Let me explain what is at stake.
Thank you kindly, but what do you expect of me exactly? My mother's the one who's supposed to attend, not me.
That is indeed what was initially intended. Unfortunately, she still hasn't been found, and my guests can't stay here indefinitely. The conference must begin, and
That's a powerful dude I'm talking to right now.
To join in the project. Consequently, I would like you to replace her during her absence. What is at stake here is of the utmost importance.
It's important that the French order gets their say. And should you need any advice, don't worry. You are not alone, Louis.
Very well.
Didn't we... Yeah, we already went through all this.
Louis, let me keep you a moment. I would like to let you in on a secret before we begin, because I'm going to need your assistance. You see,
What's
the
up,
project I'm going to
Mr.
present
Sweaty Pickle?
concerns the territory of Louisiana in North America. It's currently Spanish territory, and I'm going to make the proposition to the Assembly for it to become French.
By the way, that was George Washington that just walked away.
But how does that concern me?
Well, you see, I prepared this project with your mother. We began thinking about a crazy idea. Unfortunately, Sarah went missing before getting the bigger picture. I don't intend to stop at Louisiana.
Neat.
My idea is to increase the territory of the United States. The first stone of this vast project consists of getting Spain.
And I'm talking to like a crazy, stupid.
French,
basically, all the world leaders,
which will then allow them to double
meet
the
up
size of
at
their
this
territory.
dude's house
And that's
to
where you
basically
come in.
discuss
France and the United States,
what leaders need to
hand in
die,
hand,
what leaders need to be
two
put in
democracies
power,
illuminating the world.
what countries need to expand, stuff like that.
But why spread it over 2 phases? Why not announce the overall project immediately?
Unfortunately, if Spain were to hear that the intention of all this is to allow the United States to grow, they would never sign. Manuel Godoy
See?
is perfectly aware of President Washington's appetite. If the United States took Louisiana, Godoy would know full well that he will have lost the entire North American continent. Things must take place in several stages.
Louisiana Purchase.
Otherwise, the change will be too brutal, and he will have no choice but to reject the project. Take a look at them. Apart from President Washington, they all belong to monarchies. Do you really think they won't resist?
That's
Of course
true.
they'll fight, fearful as they are of losing their precious privileges.
France, Spain,
But the world
Germany,
needs visionaries.
England.
Like you, like your mother. It's a pity Sarah isn't here to see it. She only knew
And then
about a tiny
there's
part of the project.
dang old Washington.
I hope I can count on you, Louis. It's time to start now. I must ask you to keep it to yourself for the time being. Take a seat. Follow the discussions. We'll have
I
an
bet this
opportunity to catch up later,
I don't know.
and
If
you'll
this
be able to let
happens
me
in
know
real
your
life,
thoughts.
like how crazy would that be?
Blast it, Mother. You didn't know about everything. This project is commendable. Why tell me to beware? Could you have gotten it wrong?
I mean, I guess way back then it makes way more sense, but
My friends, I propose
this
we
is
get
essentially
started.
like the Illuminati, right?
First of all, I would like to thank you for taking the time to come.
The honor is ours, my lord.
As per our custom, here we are all together to discuss the face of tomorrow's world. Even though there may be certain tensions between our nations, I must ask you to keep an open mind. As Sarah de Richet is unable to be among us, please welcome Louis de Richet, who will represent the Golden Order and will vote on its behalf when the time comes.
Welcome among
Damn.
us, Louis.
Welcome, Monsieur.
I
de
hope
Richet.
he'll be more effective than
That's
his mother
Napoleon.
regarding the protection of the King of
That's
France.
Godoy.
The Order has proved particularly inefficient.
Come, Manuel, you're not going to spoil our visit. The Order's mission was not to protect King Louis XVI, as far as I am aware.
We are talking about a king of divine blood, for goodness sake. It seemed obvious to me he needed protecting. If the Golden Order wants to pride itself on being an influential organization, it should have kept him alive.
He pissed.
Thank you all. I am honored to be among you today. I will strive to represent the interests of the Order as best I can.
Perhaps we may begin, Lord Mortimer.
Certainly. I have a dream that our nations will continue to support each other.
I have a
More
dream.
now than ever before. A dream that, for the sake of common good, we will do what it takes to ensure stability in the modern world. I have a dream that we shall lead by example and ensure that the American territory may remain in peace.
Thank you for the thought, Lord Mortimer. But I don't see where you're leading.
I'm coming to it, Mr. President. I need not remind you that North America is currently divided between the United States on the east coast and Spain, which occupies the remaining 2/3 of the continent. Well, I propose that Spain cede the center of the continent to France, namely all of Louisiana.
Louisiana? But, well, it is not for sale. Lord Mortimer, I sincerely hope I have not come all this way just to hear you ramble on about what Spain should and should not do. When we went to all the trouble of gaining the territory a few years ago, it was not just to lose it today. Have I made myself clear?
What did I tell you, William? You speak of union, and yet here you are, about to tear us apart.
Duke Manuel, I perfectly understand you. But rest assured, you will soon adore my proposition. You shall see.
Well, since you give me the choice, my good fellow, allow me to doubt it. However, I am impatient to hear what Spain could possibly gain from the sale of Louisiana.
I never spoke of a sale, my good fellow.
What? I do not understand.
There is one more territory left to conquer, if I'm not mistaken, in the northwest. It is, of course, occupied by your notorious Indians, but...
We shall soon be rid of the savages, so that is not a question.
Duke, these savages, as you call them, were there before you. They are on their homeland.
As much as the black people of Africa, Monsieur de Richet. That does not stop your dear France from massacring them and sending them like cattle to Mr. Washington's cotton plantations to provide him with cheap labor. So you keep your morals to yourself, if you please.
Senor, I would not like to be associated with that. The subject of black slaves in the United States of America is a complex subject, which we shall resolve at a future date.
France is not without fault, but that doesn't take away Spain's responsibilities. You see, Native Americans are being subjected to a veritable ethnic cleansing. Europeans are colonizing their land so that it then belongs to them. The widespread evangelization of its inhabitants will soon eradicate a multitude of cultures. You've done the same thing in South America. How far will white people go? Reservations to pin them in like cattle? Total genocide?
Come now, my friends, let us not digress. Anyway, these primitive people have no souls, Louis. We bring the good word to them in order to save them. You'll see, colonization brings with it many benefits, too.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, Your Eminence, I shall continue. Duke Manuel, I believe that Spain should cede Louisiana to France free of charge.
This is utterly grotesque, Lord Mortimer. What a strange example you set for your young protégé. Isn't that so, Monsieur de Richet? Do you understand anything of this proposition?
Oh. We are neighbors, Duke Manuel. Remember, your main rival in Europe is more likely to be England, who is plowing the seas right up your coastline. Hand over Louisiana to France and make her a prime ally.
Come, Louis. Spain and Great Britain are already allies and have nothing to gain by breaking their alliance.
Even if I do agree, Duchess, the omnipresence of the English fleet in Atlantic waters does not particularly please me.
I must say, William, I find your project mostly disfavors me. I thought you were my friend.
And I am, Mr. President. That is why I'm doing everything in my power to calm your expansionist fervor. France, in Louisiana, should persuade you not to attempt anything to take the territory by force. Louisiana is a vast wetland where you would needlessly lose most of your troops. It would weaken you and offer certain nations the perfect opportunity to take back your famous United States. I am protecting you from yourself, George. Trust me.
I understand. But with friends like you, sir, I certainly don't need any more enemies. I hope you know what you're doing.
Am I imagining things, or does it look like Washington isn't aware of Mortimer's plan?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Lord Mortimer, but I doubt the Holy See would be in favor of Catholic Louisiana being handed over to secular revolutionaries and king killers.
I should think Monsieur de Richet has an opinion on this subject, does he not?
Your Eminence, have no fear over that. I am sure France will do everything in its power to protect the Christians of Louisiana.
My young friend, how can you come out with such a remark after the discussion we had on the evening of your arrival? If France was so respectful of worship, it would not be bleeding priests, as it is doing at this very moment in time. Don't be naive. This is politics.
Well, damn.
Holy See must be concerned.
I'm
with seeing
striking
such a
the hell
large
out.
Territory falling into the hands of the French. Mi auguro che insegnerete l'educazione a questo giovanotto presuntuoso, Sir Gregory.
The hell did you just say to me?
I hope that you will teach this pretentious young man some manners, Sir Gregory. It looks like I won't be just making friends here.
In any case, my lord, I doubt the English crown will agree.
Ich will sicher Ihnen, Emily, nie Preußen wird diese Vereinbarung akzeptieren.
I assure you, Emily, the Prussian will never accept this agreement. Volner looks like he's set on ruining Mortimer's plan.
Duchess, I am persuaded that we shall find a common ground.
That's enough, William. These are grave times. We don't care about the fate of Louisiana. That worthless expanse of putrid swamps interests no one but yourself.
Speak for yourself, my friend.
Hold on there, Mr. Royal Gigolo. Lower the volume. Let Sir Gregory finish.
Home, Godoy, and now Volner? Mortimer's adversaries are ready to tear each other to pieces, and he takes a malicious pleasure in watching it happen.
How dare you!
Gentlemen, let us try to remain calm.
There you are, William. See where your projects have taken us, as per usual. Chaos! That's enough. I'm tired. We shall continue this discussion tomorrow, but please be aware that your project will never be ratified. Those who are opposed to this project, follow me. Are you coming with us, Monsieur de Richet?
Come, Gregory, I think Louis would rather stay. Wouldn't you, Louis?
At the risk of displeasing you, my lord, I'd rather follow Sir Gregory. I don't think this is a place for the order.
Louis? No.
Let him go, Mr. President. Everyone is free to choose.
How can he be so blind? If he keeps this up, he'll lead our countries to their destruction.
Don't worry, we shall counter him, Sir Gregory.
We have to act immediately. Calm down, Gregory. We only have to vote against his project, and that's it.
They haven't got a chance. Just one vote will suffice.
True. There is no chance of a unanimous vote. And he knows it. He must be preparing something else. What is he plotting?
I know about his plan.
What did you just say, Louis?
His aim is for the United States to take the whole of the North American continent.
But that is impossible!
A democratic superpower? I don't understand. That has nothing to do with the coming vote.
He will ask for France to take over Louisiana, and then hand it over to the United States, and so double the size of their territory.
Once that's done, he will just need to push a bit more, and you will lose North America, Duke Manuel.
God's blood! Has he gone mad?
No, Johann. He has always been mad. Louis, I would like to thank you for what you've just revealed. If not for you, I don't know if we'd have been capable of deciphering his plans quickly enough to be able to counter him.
What are we going to do now that we know about it?
Destroy him.
No! We'll beat him at his own game, my friends. His plan begins with Louisiana, which is still yours, Duke Manuel. He will begin with you. Expect to receive an envoy, French most probably. He will try to convince you by every possible means. Whatever he says, whatever he promises, you have just one response. It's war. If war is what you want, War is what you'll get, and on your own territory, in your homes. Enough games. Spain will join the coalition against France and declare war. You too, Duchess Hillsborough. You will speak to the Queen so that Great Britain commits to going to war with France.
What do you expect from the Papal States, Sir Gregory?
What do you think? That they hold a mass?
Dude, this is
They will
a
go to
giant
war,
game of
course.
chess.
What is it that you didn't understand in what I just told you? We all declare war on France. Militarily, politically, and financially.
And me, Sir Gregory? How can I help?
Louis, you have won my trust. The Order will have to act in France, but even before that, I'm going to need you. Right here and right now. Leave me now. I have to prepare for tomorrow. Let's meet early tomorrow morning for the next phase of the conference, which promises to be most exciting. Louis, I'd like to see you a moment, please. Thank you for siding with me today. I won't forget it. I'm going to need you. Help me counter Mortimer on his own ground. Right here. I'm sure he'll try and win some of you over. He needs our votes. Now, you leave that to me. In the meantime, I must ask you to go and see President Washington and persuade him to trust me and join us.
I'll do my best.
I have a feeling this is
You
all a
should go
part of
right away. There's no time to
Mortimer's
lose.
plan.
William already has a head start on us.
Very well. I'll go right away.
The hell?
Hey, Peru's name tag's fallen off, and his door's ajar. Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you sent. These funds will be crucial for the renovation of the Western Wing. I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Proud little father.
Leave me, de Richet. I don't feel like talking. Are you gonna keep sticking to me like glue? Hell's bells, I don't deserve this. There's nothing you can do for me.
What's going on? Maybe I can help.
What's going on?
Not anymore, you can't. Not against him. But thanks for the offer.
Who are you talking about?
You know very well.
Lord Mortimer? You talk as if you were in danger, monsieur. Has he threatened you in any way?
I'm done for, Monsieur de Richet. I played with the devil, and I lost.
Don't you think it would be good for you to shed your burden?
That is my intention.
You're worried. You have a secret. You're afraid of talking about it. You're protecting someone who is dear to you. And apparently, you're prepared to die for that person.
Twice over.
Are you afraid for your daughter?
What are you? Be careful, de Richet. Be very careful what you're about to say if you don't want to go flying off the balcony! What do you know about her?
Nothing apart from the fact that you love her and you're saying goodbye to her. I read your letter on your desk.
I ought to get rid of you.
Perhaps I can help you.
The hero syndrome. You always think you can fix things. She will be safer far away from me. That's it. What's more, no one must find out where or who she is. Is that clear?
Perfectly. But why say goodbye to her? She must still need you.
The only thing she needs is for him never to find her. Time is short, Louis.
Damn.
Follow my advice. Find your mother if she's still alive, and get out of here. Flee this damned island of doom.
Are we in danger?
You've been in danger since the minute you set foot on this rock. He wants you. He's sizing you up. He is circling around you.
True.
It's blindingly obvious, and you, flattered as you are, will soon be running around for him just to keep your place among his precious few. It feels so good to be accepted by him. You will experience power, wealth, glory. He will give it all to you until one day you will feel so eaten up inside that you will no longer know who you are. You will find yourself void of all conscience, of all freedom. You can no longer look at yourself in the mirror without feeling sick.
Refuse, I tell you. From now on, say no. No!
You're a good man, Louis. You look after yourself. As for me, I shall take back my freedom tomorrow morning. I'm through with it all.
There you go. Back in the saddle. I'm glad to hear it.
Come on. It's late. I'd like to get some rest.
Very well. I'll leave you then. See you tomorrow, monsieur.
Alright. I am gonna be calling it there. Ew. I was wondering. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be calling it there. I might be back on tomorrow. Continue the story. I guess it's not episode 6 or whatever I was on. It's like act 7 or 8 and episode 3. So, but yeah, it's just now getting into the juicy bits. It's actually a really damn good game. I'm glad I started the adventure. But yeah, hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Okay, bye.